She's beautiful, isn't she? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm an American living in Germany. I don't know why I'm pointing at you aggressively. I'm disabled and I spend a lot of time painting, but today I got a project. I am working on. I am using strictly black and white. There's going to be no color in this painting as per request. We are painting with acrylics on canvas. Ooh, I gotta open it. Brand new bottle of paint. What up, Patty the Fly? Nice to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Painting a sexy lady today. I love painting sexy ladies. This was a request. So I didn't choose the pose and I didn't choose the clothes. It was requested that she be in a certain position, looking in a certain direction, specifically a long arm with this type of rounded collar and panties, sort of like it was described to me as if she's chill. She comes home after work and she throws off her pants and is just kind of chilling on the couch, right? But make her sexy. So that's my goal, and only black and white, no color. So what you see here is just the equivalent of a sketch. It's just a sketch. There was another painting under this one on this canvas. It had colors like pink and yellow and blue in it. Had to cover that completely up so that this is solid black and white. So as I was just kind of covering up the background, I did my sketch. So I have my layout, what goes where, because it's a big canvas. I love working on big canvases. Really do. So I don't know how long I'll be live streaming today, but this is such an epic painting, something I really enjoy doing. And since I'm doing it for somebody else, now they can check online and check on their sexy lady painting. Right. So today we are doing a black and white sexy lady painting. So I guess you can hear me because I see Patty the Fly in the chat, so that's good. The mic is working. Is the lighting okay? It's kind of dark and gloomy, but that's generally my atmosphere when I'm painting. It might get a little messy. At the same time, in my kitchen, an attempt is being made at a cinnamony bread. This is only the third loaf of bread I've ever made. I'm not a baker, but a while ago someone got me an air fryer, and I decided recently to try to make bread, and it turned out amazing. So I made another loaf, and it turned out amazing. And then today I got the idea. I wonder if I could do like that bread, where like the cinnamon and stuff is like swirled into it. So an attempt is being made. It's bacon. It'll beep is what I'm getting at in about 30 minutes, and I just got to flip it. Right. But sexy lady. Today we are working on a sexy lady. So what I'm envisioning is these clouds got to get fluffier. We got to get more into details. I got to perfect that face. I like the gaze, but those eyes need a little work. The hair, I'm kind of envisioning perhaps her hair coming down, Everything's kind of got curves, so I want the hair to kind of be as curvy as like her body and her position and the clouds. And so this is the goal of what we're working on today. And I'm picturing these clouds in the front here. They're going to be more upfront, more fluffier, therefore more white. And what we're working with back here is going to be going more off in the distance. So I'm going to be making that more gray. I'm going to achieve that by lots of messy strokes of black and whites and many shades of gray in between. Don't forget to click the like button. Let me know you're here. Don't be shy. Ihr dürft auch Deutsch and English is willkommen in my chat. I'll do my best to check that chat every now and then. So I've already laid out my little black and white. I set myself up with some gray in the middle. I'm going to dilute it first. I don't know. Just take a look, see, and I'll just kind of start wherever I feel like it. I had the idea I wanted to figure out if I could set this up and do this out on my little balcony. I've been enjoying my balcony a lot recently. We've had amazingly nice weather here where I live. But of course it rained today. And I don't know if I can get my camera out that far. All right, let's get a little messy. That is too dark for there, but that's like what I want back here. So I'm just gonna take some of it. I'm picturing that cloud behind her is gonna go like that. So I can be messy because all this is gonna get covered up. It's gonna be layers upon layers, and that'll help me like bring out the shape of ultimately the white fluffy clouds. Having that gray in there, and right now it's giving me like the visual to where like each individual cloud is, even though there's bunches of them. Kept that up there. Yeah, you know what? I need a bigger brush. This is ridiculous with this. This is not working. Such a big canvas. I just have my big one. There it is. We're gonna go with this big bad boy. We're just gonna get messy. We're gonna get messy and kind of start with the background. I think I just got paint on my head. That happens. I'm gonna push it up. Little by little, clouds will start to appear. And we'll work towards the front. There's too much water on that. Kind of blending it in. I got too much hair. Yeah, I don't know what the weather's like where you all are, but we have been having abnormally sunny days. But the plants really need this rain that we got today. Hopefully this week we get some more rain. I've been loving it. I planted all kinds of herbs. I got cumin, parsley, basil, lavender, all kinds of stuff started out there. Wow, this black I got, different companies make different kinds of blacks. This one is freaking powerful. Very nice. Darker than I wanted though. So let's slap some white on it and mix it together and just blend. There we go. Yeah. Also, like I said, the painting that was underneath, pink, yellow, and I keep seeing it. We don't want any of that. I want, at the very end, where I have that white, I want that white to pop. And I don't want there to be any little hints of the colors that were underneath. We're sticking with strictly black and white. All right, it's a good start. White. I think I hate this palette. It's absolute shit. Let's get over here a little. It's a little lighter, so let's use that lighter and kind of define better. Yeah, baby. I gotta work on that foot. I am not happy with the foot, but again, a request was made for a hint of a foot or a toe. No questions asked, no judging. You know, with the pose that she needed to be, it's a little tricky working the feet in. I got a little ankle started. I think I can get a little pinky toe on there. I think I can. We'll get there. All right, so anything I mess up on her thigh, I can come in and cover up with clouds. I'm picturing, either she's laying on the cloud, some of it's going to be up fluffy around her sexy little thigh there. So maybe I should do a little bit of work on the thighs before I come in more with the clouds. Go with a real light gray. So I'm picturing my lights coming in like this. So that light's just kind of hitting this area, coming down like this on her body. So, get like a little curve going here. More smooth. That dry. Same thing over here. I like the idea of a little shine on the hip, that little pelvic bone or whatever it's called. I'm gonna try to catch that, keep bringing it out with each layer. Now I want to just smooth these legs out a little. It's kind of a big gap going on there. Carry some of that color over. The darker areas. I think that boob is too bright right now. Everybody excited about Zombie Jesus Day? He is risen. Brains. Is that next weekend? I don't think it's this Sunday, right? Right, so she's laying here little by little. These clouds that are in the forefront are going to be brighter. So let's just mark some of them. I use my fingers a lot. That's what she said. Especially on like clouds. Clouds, and if I'm doing anything with like water, but also often trying to hit curves, like the curves on her body. I'll like mark it, and then with my thumb or my finger, just kind of make sure it slowly fades in the direction that I want. Damn foot. I don't even know where the other leg is. Where's the other leg? She's kind of like laying there. It's over here. We can't see it because it's over there. This is this one, I think. Yeah, so it's a pin of a fluffy cloud. Doesn't stick out too much. Carry down that way from the top. Push it up a little. We got a nice good start there. An outline of a row of clouds, just to start. Color, black and white, just black and white, just black and white. Oh, there goes the oven. The air fryer's beeping. My cinnamon toast. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait. I also can't waste color. You just slap this down here. Like that hand, smooth that out a bit. Smooth that out, smooth. All right, let me go flip that bread. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. Patty, you're in charge. You can put too much butter though, like that. I don't know, this cinnamon bread might be an absolute disaster, but it also might be delicious. Let me check the chat here. Ik ignoreer mittlerweile den ganzen Christenkram, die holden sich Silberseiten dran. I heard the numbers are really down. Like the church has lost many people, which, yeah, it's about that time we evolve, you know. But I'm curious. We got that big fancy uptie here in the town I live in. Maybe I'll take a walk there on Easter Sunday. Just see who's going in there. What are you doing? Eating the blood of Christ, the flesh of Christ, and drinking his. That's some ritual stuff, man. How do you even explain that? Oh my God, without realizing it's weird. Creepy. Easter. Yeah, I don't celebrate any of that shit either. I don't believe in it. Like I grew up with, you know, mostly like the Christian based holidays in my household, but my family wasn't really Christian. Like they didn't really go to church. My grandma did. And at a really young age, I started finding out about other religions, and that fascinated me. They certainly didn't make it easy for me to pick one and go, oh, well, that's the real one. I like personally just keeping it open. We humans don't know everything. We'll find out when it's time to find out. And we should, you know, pretty much every religion is the same thing. Be a good person. Don't steal, don't kill, don't judge. It's pretty easy. It's a pretty easy playbook to live by, you know. It's just, I'm one of those people that doesn't need a book to tell me how to do that. My parents taught me that, even without that book. Oh, I hear music outside. It sounds like an ice cream man. There is an ice cream man that drives around my neighborhood. That made me kind of happy. I was really frustrated to find out here in Germany, often you hear that music in the street, man. It's garbage men collecting metal. What a disappointment when you're expecting ice cream. Okay, that was a little too much white there, but I think we let it. Blend that all in. Some grays. Just kind of making a big mess here on my palette. Got my black and white kind of here in the middle. Trying to make many shades of gray, but when you buy black acrylics, if you don't know the brand, you don't know what you're getting. Sometimes there's like no pigment. This has a lot more, which means I got to dilute it more to get the gray, the effect that I want. Arms are somewhat skeletal compared to the figure's lower body. Agreed. Because what you're looking at right now, Black Lab 30, what you're looking at right now is just a sketch. I had to just place what is where. And now I'm working on trying to make it look better and more realistic. This is just a sketch. And I'm not happy with the face either, if we're going to critique my art. And the legs, everything needs work. That's what we're doing here today. We're working on the sexy lady. What was I doing? I wanted the gray. I wanted to go back to the thighs because this gap is a little too much, a little too much dark going on there. Am I getting a copyright strike for the ice cream man outside? Again, we're going to come with clouds and cover some of this here. Shit, you didn't want to do that there. Oh, there goes the bread again. Ah, shit. Someone found the ice cream man. I hear the kids outside now. I just fucked that all up. Let me go pull my bread out of the oven. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Might as well show you since I mentioned it. This looks like a disaster. I don't know. I just tried a loaf of bread and put a bunch of cinnamon and brown sugar in it with butter. Ow, I just burned myself. It smells good. Die Bibel ist nach Gilgamesh der zweite Fantasy-Roman in der Weltgeschichte. Yeah. His stories are wild though. Like the one about the king killing the babies. I mean, in the end, I think this is just like kind of like a whisper down the alley advice for us on how to be good humans, well-intentioned in the beginning. But as everything, it gets manipulated by kings and politicians and rich folk. You know, if we're talking about Christianity, especially, they don't even hide it. You know, with their King James version. Maybe this year we'll get the Elon Musk version. Yay! I'm sure that's really the word of God. Like, I've always been curious about religion, and I am respectful to the people that have their beliefs. I really do. I admire people who use those superpowers for good. But a lot of the rules are the same. It seems like it's an easy rule book to follow. Hi, Bastet. Did you want to come say hello? You're gonna be noisy now. Scheiße, I need the white. You're getting too much black there with the white. So the outsides, they don't gotta be so perfect. I can always fluff up the clouds around them. Man, that black is more powerful than I predicted. I have some hair covering this area here. I'll just get some shading. How we all doing? Let's check the chat here. Freue mich doppelt für dich, dass du hier bist und nicht in den Staaten. Ich bin entsetzt, was da gerade abgeht. Ja, aber das kannst du laut sagen, ne? When I first moved to Germany, you know, als ich neu hier war so jede Woche, jeden Monat vielleicht habe ich etwas erwischt, wo ich dankbar war, dass ich hier war. Hi Thomas, Dankeschön. Und jetzt ist es jeden Tag. Ich gucke die Nachrichten und fuck man, what the fuck is da los in America? Yeah, I mean, if you want me to be honest, if I just give you my honest opinion, they're showing their true colors. A lot of the stuff that you're seeing Orange Man do has been done before by a lot of the corrupt politicians over there. They're just not hiding it and pretending to be good people. They're literally, you see the stuff with El Salvador? There's like innocent people, they're disappearing. It's like, yeah, I'm really glad I'm not there. I'm very thankful. I'm somewhere else. Am I thankful Germany? Man, you regular viewers of my channel, I want to make a video here. I just haven't gotten to it. I'm actually scared Germany is turning into America. Are y'all paying attention? Like really, the last few years, I'm looking at them like I'm thinking back to like the time. Remember, I moved to Germany in like 2001. And there we're like just on the cusp of 9/11, illegal wars, and all this stuff. And I was like, I really want to live in a land that spends money on like social things rather than killing people overseas. And I came here and I had rose-colored glasses and everything. And like the last few years, man, come on. It reminds me of back in the Iraq War when the British were acting like America's little lapdog. Like, yes, Daddy, I'll deliver weapons. Yes, Daddy, I'll show support for death for people poorer than us because we'll never go on a battlefield. We'll just make decisions for other people to go on the battlefields. And then we won't support them when they come home. It's a scam. It's all a scam. I don't know where to go next is what I'm saying. Because if I understand what's going on in the German news right now, this dude that's coming in, if I understand it, and you're welcome to correct me in the chat, he wants to like essentially do what is American style, like cut a lot of the social supports for poor people, unemployed people, make the rules tougher, while at the same time increasing military. I thought I heard a threat of some what's that called? Conscription? Where they make you do military time? I'm not a fan of that either. I'm just anti-war. I'll remain anti-war. I met too many people that have been in wars on both sides. It doesn't do anything good for the average man. And, spoiler alert, worst part, rich people get rich off of it. It's filthy. One dead kid is too much for me. I don't know how much is the rest of the world, but I remain anti-war. Immerhin haben wir weniger hardcore Pseudo-Christen, die glauben, sie hatten den nächsten Heiland. Ja, Gott sei Dank, Patty, aber echt, Gott sei Dank. Für das bin ich dankbar, hier zu sein. Wirklich. I mean, ich denke, hat ein paar Nederland moest een paar hebben, aber ihr hat auf jeden Fall weniger als was wir in Amerika haben. In Amerika haben wir like wirklich fucking unikat. Unikat. Sekte die nennen sie christlich, aber die sind Sekte. Google mal der eine, die tanzen mit den Schlangen und so. In the South, what is that, like Tennessee or some shit? Yeah, I mean, these epic cathedrals and stuff here in Germany, they must. I kind of wonder how they keep the doors open with what I've heard about the numbers going down. Probably make money off of tourist stuff, and I guess Daddy Vatican probably sends them little checks. Better than little boys. There's gonna be hair dangling down there. I'm a little crazy with the white, kind of marking where that booby is, so we gotta darken that up a bit. This color is gonna be like, right like that, kind of round. It's gonna kind of come down there. And then this arm. With the elbow. Like that, do the hair. Just marking some shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have hair coming over this. I think over that. Kind of coming down that arm. So that arm won't be so clear from the outside, but the bottom of it will be back here. Pull some of that black down. Let that sit. We'll come back over it. That hip bone, I want to accent that hip bone. I'm not saying I'll be successful. I am not a master artist. But I got goals. I'm into the curves today. I want a sexy lady to have some curves. I'm not sure how I'm doing that hip bone down here. I'm going to have to play with that a little. Play with that, see how it looks. That's what she said. You know, she's supposed to wear panties. Ah, shit. Happy little mistake. Bob Ross taught me, don't get angry, work on it. I can work with it. some folds in that shirt. We'll go over it all again in white. Just getting some definition here. See more of that gray, that dark gray is nice. What's the matter, kitty cat? Back of the arm's gonna be dark. I'll hit muscle under that shirt. She's a strong woman. Yes, she is. You can be sexy and strong. It's possible. Sometimes a woman's sexiness is her strength. Some people just don't like to admit that. I've seen it be a superpower. Meow. You gonna start asking for dinner already, Gustet? It's a little early. It's a little early, kitty cat. Yeah, I think you're just angry because the weather and you can't go outside. Now you got me online talking to my cat. Good job with that. I fudged that all up. Carry that on. Carry that there. So much dark stuff going on here. Push some of this back around. Some of these marks I'll lay and I'll let it dry. You'll see me go back over it again later. Coffee. Incarcerated Princess Leia at Death Star awaiting Darth Vader for interrogation. Well, Black Lab 30, you win comment of the chat. Everybody give Black Lab. Incarcerated Princess Leia at Death Star awaiting Darth Vader for interrogation. Is that code for something? Shit about to go down. Man, it really is some Imperium shit. We're watching it. People are still confused which side to pick. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't know. I honestly, yesterday I was saying to somebody, I think I have to watch less news. I have to watch less news. It's making me crazy. It's making me crazy. Like, it really has a physical effect on your mental health and shit. Figure out what I'm doing with her hair. What color? I guess I gotta use the black. I guess I gotta go with the black. So yeah, what a time to be alive, huh? Whoa. Vertigo. What a time to be alive. Let's just hope, like I like history. I like to watch documentaries on history. If you pay attention to history, you can find a little hope in what's going on right now. In that, clearly we're watching Rome collapse. And I'm going to enjoy watching that from afar. Except where I am is also part of the West, and I think that might be part of Rome anyway. But anyway, what we're seeing going on in America, I think, it's like the last struggle, death throes of capitalism. It ain't working. It ain't fucking working. It's only working for a few. And, I mean, they ain't making any friends with those few, so where's that going to go? Interesting to watch. But also, if you're interested in history and you're watching like what's going on now, generally when these systems go full right, it's usually followed eventually, like soon after, by going the other way. She said, hopefully, and not really believe in herself. The pendulum swings both ways. And I mean, all these politicians, they come in and they F up, and then the people decide, oh, we're going to vote the opposite. And the problem with that in America is they only got two choices. And the problem with that is those two choices are the same. They're not two choices. So people really don't have a choice. It's just a bunch of rich people, taking tax money from people that don't even have vacation days, health care, not a decent standard of living compared to other places in the rest of the Western world. They take that money and they put it into killing people overseas in wars. And I'm just saying, we're supposed to evolve, humans. We're supposed to evolve past this shit. Everything is there. Food is there. Shelter is there. Treatments, cures, medicine. It's just nothing is distributed fairly. We're all hung up on this us and them, and somehow one of those two parties is more deserving of stuff than the other. When the reality is we're all freaking humans, and to evolve and become better people, we need to take care of each other. Some foolish shit. I'm tired of saying it. Y'all go to your room and think about it now. This war stuff, like I think I've talked to both sides. I've talked to both sides. I've met people that ran from bombs. I watched their kids die from bombs, but I've also met quite a few retired military that were really effed up from being sent to do this job, so that a bunch of rich people could make money off of stealing resources and occupying foreign lands. Absolutely ridiculous. Now I'm getting fired up about politics. Can't get angry. I'm painting sexy. We need to have a sexy conversation. Somebody say something sexy in the chat. Can't get the vibes off, man. Get that belly. Get in my belly. Paintbrush dry. Einmal am Tag Nachrichten hören oder sehen reicht völlig. Ja, Thomas, da hast du recht. Das muss ich jetzt völlig bewusst machen jetzt. Ich muss wirklich aufhören. I gotta look at less news. Schaut mir, was better wird. I feel like I also need to know if I'm about to end up in a war zone anymore. That's also important to know. Glaube, haben eine der wilden Alternative Zeitstränge erwischt. Yeah. Langweilig wird selten, aber gut. Wir müssen es nehmen, wie es ist. I think it's important to stay informed, but the news really is like a kick in the head when you look at it these days. It's a kick in the head and the heart. I open up Instagram, I'm just crying over kids. But the weather getting nice, what I try to do for the mental health is important. I go for a walk in the woods. I love it. I go to the walk in the woods. I feel a little better then. And I think that's going to be really important as we go through all of these bouts of fascism and the games that they play and the horrible things that they do. It's important that we try to stay strong, both physically and mentally, but also informed. Man, I just wish it could get close to home, you know? And that thigh. How about that thigh, folks? That's a nice thigh. I like it. Getting there. I'm completely happy with what's going on there. I'm painting that white, and I know I'm just going to cover it up in hair. I know I'm just going to cover it up in hair. But get this shirt ready. Yeah, if this is my choice, I would have made her topless. I think the long arm shirt is just a little confusing. But judge not what a person finds sexy. This is what the person wanted. Smooth, I'm just smoothing. Now the wood bars right there. That's gonna flip me up a bit. Hair's getting back over there. What's that? It's not your food time. You don't need to be crying. Good for my favorite brush. I love just this little, see, it's like a slant cut. It's so good for everything. I'm gonna take another look here at her hair. Just lay down my paint. And I think I just put paint in my hair. This is how we do. Yeah, coming like that around her face. Up and over. That's me. Just like that. But we're definitely gonna have some come down over her shoulder here. Coming down. Work on the clouds a little more, and I think at the end I'll decide finally where those last little curls are gonna come out and lay. And we got hair coming down the back. You two need to stop fighting. Oh my God, excuse me. I've been smoking too much. Wichtig ist auf jeden Fall sein eigenes Leben, gesunde Maß von dem ersten Development Motiv auszuteilen. Ja, genau das ist schwer, Patty. Genau das ist schwer, manchmal. Aber God, du hast recht. At the same time, you can't ignore shit, you know? What if it was you? What if it was your kids? But yeah, I'm useless if I'm depressed and crying all the time. I guess that doesn't help anybody. So that's a good point. Gotta keep our shit together. So I'm just gonna mark that there's hair coming there. But I think it's gonna be like kind of over her shoulder, right? So her shoulder's there, but it's gonna come kind of laying on it. It's gonna be like coming that way. But the hairs that go back, go down. Gotta go back to see head size. Remember, we got many more layers to go. Don't get upset and judgy if it looks all wanky just yet. Layers upon layers upon layers. You get to where you want to be, that's the groundwork. Plus, I enjoy just effing around on a canvas. Like, I really have fun just effing around on a canvas. Lay this down, see what happens. Try this, see what happens. Because I can't mess up. I can just cover up whatever I don't like that I did, you know? There's a hint of an ear back there, I think. Let me just see what happens. Take a little white, dust it a little gray, and go over the shit that I just did there. First, mark this here. Curve there. Curve there. Curve there. Let me go back. Dry it off a little. I'm just gonna kind of blend. It's just messy. Ignorant kenne ich das auch nicht, nicht aber richtig informiert zu bleiben. Aber ich habe versucht, mich so aufzustellen, dass mein eigenes Leben Musik so nicht wirklich beeinflussen kann. Ja, that's good. Und meine Kinder auch in diesem Geistes zu erziehen. Ja, diese Geist, yeah. It's the best you can do, right? Maybe try to educate people around you, but learning that doesn't always work. That doesn't always work. I was always really proud that I always had a good mix of people in my life, different beliefs, whether we're talking about religion, politics, or whatever, but some shit is just not tolerable. And there's a fly on there. There was a fly on there, Patty the Fly. I don't know, some of the recent events in the news just it really shocks me, but in my view, in my opinion, what some people will they'll just eat up propaganda, like anything sold to them without looking a little deeper at it, at the details, the history, other things we've learned throughout time. People never cease to surprise and amaze us and disappoint. We'll see later. We'll see where those fingers are going. Still not completely happy with them legs. I want too dark. She got legs. She knows how to use them. Instead, you're gonna make me crazy. Step, please. You wanna go outside, buddy? Back on that schnoz. Oof. Go into the zone. Bei 100 ist leider nur der durchschnittliche IQ. Und dann das gibt es mit so einer Empathy. Ja, die gibt's. Armstrong, pencil, yeah. Yeah, this is gonna take hours. This is hours and hours, over and over, sheet layers and layers and layers, layers. And I go into a zone, and I think I have to not forget to turn around and talk to you. I have to remind myself. I get into it. It's like a meditation for me. I keep starting with such a small brush. What's that? That big mofo. Let's get that wet. That's what she said. Every time I say that, so corny. All right. Far away is gonna be darker. Do some big strokes. It'll give me some depth as I come towards the front with lighter colors. But here is going to be some in the front, so the dark's going to be thinner at the top here. It feels like it's warming up here. I thought it was going to be a rainy day today. Feels like some sun is coming out. I might have to ditch you all and go run into a forest. Need more white, but I got a big tube of white. Make sounds like farts when I pop it out. My brush is too wet. I gotta keep working because I got spots here that are wet. I want to keep manipulating them and blending them. Trust the process. I was feeling all brave when I came up with this idea to just put on the camera and live stream this. I was like, I'll finish this today. I don't think I'm gonna finish this today. Problem is I gotta let it dry sometimes, otherwise I'm just smearing stuff around. Sometimes I want to smear stuff around, but other times you gotta let it dry and then you define it a little better. Get a little softer now. Get closer with the clouds, I'll be blending in a lot of that black that makes her look more like a stick figure will be blended in. Bit of a mess in that corner there. So how we all doing today? Huh? I appreciate each and every one of you that are here. Sorry if it's not that entertaining. But I didn't lie in the description. I'm just painting. I appreciate you for being here. A little excited about this project. Like I've already said, I enjoy painting big and I enjoy painting sexy women. And I found someone that wanted one. So that makes me happy. I don't think I am going to get this done today. Part of me is really curious about my cinnamon bread I just baked. I just baked bread. And my cat's getting angry. He's claiming it's dinner time, but he's lying to y'all. That cat is a notorious liar. You are. You lie. Yes, you do. What's that? Yeah, at the end, I'll make sure I get some white, like, swirlies going on. Build up to it slowly. What was that? I already told them you're a liar. It's way too early for dinner. Should I let you outside? You'd be a good boy if I let you outside. Yeah? Okay, give me a minute. 1 minute. Oh, the cat out. Yeah, I know. An outside emergency. He goes out like an old man and he sits in the same spot, staring at the traffic and the people that pass. Yesterday it was so beautiful, so warm. He was out there all day and he loved it. Can't deny him that. There we go. Now we're starting to get fluffy. Fluffy clouds. I just did that promise, coming up the leg. But I'm still not happy with that leg, so I feel like I still gotta do that before I come over these fluffy clouds that are puffing up amongst her sexy thighs. I gotta be happy with that thigh before I cover parts of it up. Again, that just sounds ridiculous, but ooh, we got 6 people in here. Look at me. Look at me. I'm like a big streamer. I'll stream the shit out of this. Last night I had a guest, and the guest usually really likes my artwork. I've even gifted this friend a couple pieces. And we're both looking at this, and I was telling him, I think tomorrow I'm going to do a live stream as I work on it. You know, why not? I'm not active enough on my YouTube channel. And he's just looking at it and looking at it and looking at it. He's like, but it's not done, right? I'm like, no, it's not done yet. Don't judge. Don't judge. It's just a sketch what you see. Like, it works up in layers. I don't just go do and I'm done. Like, I have to sit on it forever and hate it and tell myself what a horrible artist I am before I can complete it. And then I don't know, he's staring at it for like a good 20 minutes. And And then he goes, "You're not going to leave her eyes like that, are you?" And I was like, "What? Eyes? Fuck!" I mean, I didn't think they were horrible. As I said, it's already a sketch, but yeah, then I get real self-conscious. That kind of fucked me up a bit. But I know what I can do, you know? Like I've already said, I learned from Bob Ross, you can't make any mistakes, you know, they're happy little mistakes and you can always turn them into something else. So I do something here and it doesn't come out right, I just try again, that's all. And he's like, "You gonna leave your eyes like that? What do you mean?" Come back to that. I get a little crazy with the curves. Calm down. Oh no, it's my hair. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely not getting this done today. I like to, I add the water, I thin my paints, and then it's wet. And like I said, if I manipulate that too much, I'm just like smearing. What's tomorrow? Maybe we can meet up tomorrow. Why am I feeling like, no, I have an appointment in the morning. I don't know, maybe afternoon, evening. Maybe tomorrow we can work on this again. I have the personal goal of having this done within a month's time. That's what I told the person. Let's check the chat. Alles goed hetzelfde mijn studio malen. Ik wou vergessen mijn nichte in Geerstacker. Had meer Windsor and Newton aquarella for aquarella. You like to paint with watercolors. I don't get into the watercolors. Meine Cutter, deine Katze gerade geantwortet. And my cat, that's Bastet. I got two cats. I got the Isabel and I got the Bastet. And Bastet likes to get noisy now and then. He likes to sing the song of his people. It's not a constant thing, times and places, but generally doesn't like when I'm talking to other people. And I don't think it's that he doesn't like it. I think he wants to include himself. Like he sends it. Anytime I try to do chat with someone or I do these live streams, it's like he chimes in. He's like, "Oh, that's what we're doing right now? We're just making noises with our mouths out loud?" And then he does it. But sometimes he cries when he wants stuff in it. All he wanted was to go outside. I should check on him real quick. Yeah, he likes to stalk the neighborhood from my balcony, keep us safe, make sure no shady people are around. No shady people are around, by the way. This apartment is still just so great. I got really lucky with this place. And still very happy here. Neighbors really sweet. Every time I meet someone new from the neighborhood, so far good people. Same within my building. Yeah. And it's so much more relaxing here than when I was. What a shit show was going on where I was. But it's like, because there's forests on both sides of this property. So it gives that more relaxing vibe. And I've been making friends with pigeons again. I don't know if anybody follows me on Instagram, but the other apartment. Oh, what's that? I get it. You're done. Come on in. I'm friends with pigeons. And the ones I used to hang out with at my last apartment, I still go and visit. When I go into town, I take bird seed in my pocket. And I know where they sleep. I know where they live, so I go and visit them. At the end of the day, I found a pigeon here sitting on the front of someone's van. And it was just a really odd place on a busy street. And I thought, he doesn't look right. So I took a chance. I went like this and just scooped him up. He sat on my hands, and I brought the pigeon home. But as you see, I have 2 cats, so I can't bring a pigeon in here. But I thought maybe he was just stunned or tired, so he just needed to rest. So I found him a safe place in the garden. And the reason I'm telling you this story is he's visited me twice since. He's come back, like to say thanks, or now we're friends. I don't know, but yeah. Pigeons are my homies. Oh, Jesus. Yes. I trip and stumble over my feet 100 fucking times a day. Is there a way I can make a profit off of that? I gotta do many more coats on that back there. I can still see the canvas through it. Layers upon layers upon layers upon layers. But we're making good progress. I think you can like start to see where I'm going with this. Yeah. Marking my little spots here. These are going to be more white up here. I'm killing this brush. What's the matter, Bissette? Did wind scare you? Windy day, bud. That's why I didn't want to let you outside, homie. You don't listen, right? No, you don't listen. grab that with a dry brush. God damn it. Damn it. Dryer. That dry. Let's see what this does. There we go. It looks so nice when it's wet. Brush is just slightly wet. I'm just kind of blending things, making the lines softer. And repeat and repeat and repeat. Destroy every brush I have, but it feels good. It really does. It feels good. If you haven't tried painting, if you've never painted, at least for me, it feels good. So that's why I love the big. Like I can get all into it. I can move around. My lighting is not doing great here. I can't believe I've almost been here for 2 hours now. How about that? Patty fragt, ist den Schwindel denn in der neuen Umgebung etwas besser geworden mit dem weniger Stress? Yeah. Yeah, I wish the stress was it. But my good time is coming with this Schwindel, man. Like every time it rains and shifts and the weather changes, I feel dizzier. Wait, you asked me in German. I should answer in German, right? Also mein Schwindel ist immer noch da. It's like, und sofort, als ich fange an, etwas zu tun, es kommt so an, aber vielleicht nicht so hard. Aber manchmal kommt es in Wellen, and then it's really shitty, like Migräne, Übel. There is kein Unterschied zwischen der letzten Wohnung und dieser Wohnung oder wegen Stress, wenn du das fragst. But I noticed with the weather has an effect on my dizzy issues. Like with all the nice days we had, I was really feeling good, and I went out and I did stuff. Of course, I hurt my back doing it, but went out and did stuff. And as soon as it started, the clouds started coming in, it started to get rainy. I started to get like migraine-like symptoms. Not as hard, but I'm headachy, kind of behind the eyes, uncomfortable. And then just like I'm a little hungover or a little drunk, and then I start bumping into stuff, and so I'm looking forward to summer. Summer's my time. Generally, I have a lot better days. No. Aber ich bin sehr glücklich, wo ich jetzt bin. Das kann ich sagen. Und es ist auf jeden Fall gesünder für mich, hier zu sein, als der letzte Scheißloch. I have a lot of video ideas I want to do here in this new apartment where I am. I just haven't gotten to them. I got other shit going on. And right now, working on this project is very important. I have to get this done within a month's time. And then I got some plans. Something I've been kind of sort of working on since like December. I'm once I have this done and those plans rock solid nailed down, I will be making announcements here on my channel, on my Instagram. And I will be personally inviting all of you. That's right, you. And I'll judge you if you don't come. But you have to wait for that. We're not that far along in what I'm calling Operation Sexy Lady, right? You understand this? I am involved in an operation right now, and it is titled Operation Sexy Lady, and it begins with this sexy lady getting done, which is not going to happen today, people. I can't believe I've already done 2 hours, and I feel like I haven't made that much progress. I made a little progress. I think she's looking all right. We got my cloud layout a little bit clearer. Just gonna some more random little curly pieces here. And I'll go over them with the white again. Get some little definition, even these really white clouds that are going to be up front here. And I work this big, I have a tendency to jump all around, and I gotta try to stick in one area. Right now I'm gonna work on these clouds right here. They can kind of pop out a little. I'm also gonna have them coming up and around. So let me get some white. Thank God I got this big ass tube of white. I am using a lot of it. So let's just kind of touch them. It's not quite as white as I wanted. So let's wash that brush and get white. Middle. White. Now I push it up into it. You see? A little, hopefully. It's nice. Putting it there, taking that, putting it there. Big ass brush. Oh, that way too much water on that. And repeat. And repeat. Oh, I gotta take a break. Hard work. I've been hard at work. Let me grab a drink. I might take a smoke break. I'll be right back. 1 or 2 minutes. Patty, your Do you know how often I've left this house to just go buy a pack of cigarettes and I hand money to the guy behind the counter with these fingers? Because I just don't think to wash it off. I'm dirty. Okay, I'm just making a quick cappuccino. Come back, we'll do a little chit chat because I gotta let some of this dry. I got a lot more work to do here, folks. I got a lot more defining to do. I just don't know if we're gonna make it happen today. I have to eat dinner at some point. I have a tendency to forget dinner. All right, folks. I'm back. Got the cappuccino. I'm gonna try this weird looking bread I made where I put a bunch of brown sugar and cinnamon in it. Hopefully it's good. We'll see what kind of progress we make with the sexy lady back here. It didn't. It's separated into 2 pieces. Huh. Ah. Sometimes you just gotta use your fingers. It's the best tip I can give you as a woman and as an artist. I love trying to get the wrinkles in the shirts. I don't know why. Panties look a little like diapers, though. I gotta fix that. Jesus. Let's see. Coffee break. So yeah, sexy ladies. We got rainy weather outside. Good for the plants. Perfect for painting. Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out a way as the weather's getting nicer to do a live stream from my terrace. Maybe I just have to use my phone. She needs a name. Usually when I'm painting these things, I'm painting whatever I want. It comes out of my fantasy, out of my head. Sometimes it just appears on the canvas when I start. But as I'm doing it, I like come up with a story in my head. Who this is, what they're doing, why they look the way they do. I can't nail her down. I don't know. Like I was looking at her face and I was trying to figure out like what ethnicity. She looks mixed in some ways. How'd she end up on those clouds? I don't know. Where are her pants? Questions. Important. Just gotta make her sexy. homemade cinnamon bread. Don't want to spend too much time there. I might get demonetized. Patty the Fly is saying in the chat, you use AI to come up with your ideas to paint? That's interesting. I'm pretty sure I learned that AI is our enemy as artists. Aren't they just like, isn't AI out there just like sucking up our artwork and then reusing it? AI is evil. I don't know. What the hell do I know? I don't know anything. No, that's a good idea, going to it and asking for an idea. The thing is, like, I never like was into painting realism. You know what I mean? It's like if it told me to paint a vase with flowers or something, that would bore me. Einfach als Werkzeug nutzen. Ja, ik verstehe. It's a good idea. Not cool that it's stealing art from us, though. You know, like artists can't make money off their art anyway, right? Like, God, you're supposed to bring computers to do all the shitty jobs so that we can sit at home and do our hobbies. That's how it's supposed to work. If I was a great leader, that's how it would work. I'm not a great leader. So I gave my cats early dinner so they'd behave. I think I'm just going to touch on a few more things, and I don't know, maybe we work on it again tomorrow. Like I said, I'll be working on it within the month. My goal is to have this finished within a month's time. So if that's something you're into, make sure you subscribe, get the bell rung so you get notification. Because I go live just at random points whenever the hell I want to. But not enough. Not enough. But maybe with this nice weather, you know, I'll find more reasons to live stream. I hate that foot. Man, I hate that foot. That's her hand. It's gonna get that weird little knobby ankle part there. That's that. So that puts the bottom of the foot like somewhere there. Curve it in. Be another bottom, and then there could be a toe there. Just mark it. I only want a hint of that in the end. I imagine like it's also kind of laying amongst in clouds. Is the mouth too big? I don't know. It does look a little too big. The mouth looks a little clowny. that. Oh, I messed that up. The cat is incredibly upset that he can't be outside today. Goodbye. And life is hard, Wistat. It's hard. Be happy you're not homeless anymore. She got a little bit of a bicep under there. Give her that. I feel like the sleeve's up too high, but I mean, I guess it would be a little like slid up. Make sure we get a wrinkle or two in there. Oh, crotch rocket. Ugh. Feel a little dizzy right now. The only thing I used AI for, since I see this in the chat here, is I spent like a day on it playing around asking, trying to make it easy on me to explain to me anything available for support for in Germany for disabled people that want to open a small business. It gave me a lot of shit I already knew. But yeah, AI is helpful. I just hope it works for us and doesn't kill us. Ah, damn it. No. Damn it, I'll come back to that. Oh, but steady, you're gonna make me crazy today. Baby boy. You wanna come here and say hi? You wanna come up here? Come here. No, my little anarchist. You can say hello. I'm Bastet. I have a big mouth. I like to sing the song of my people. No, steady spaghetti. Isabel, is that you too? Come on. I think now that I'm like getting the different shades of gray. The arms are starting to look a little more proportioned. I know the fingers, the hands, we're doing them last. Fingers and hands are a problem. I'm not the only artist that has a problem with fingers and hands. We'll leave them to the end. See how much I can kind of hide. Got some drops there. Kind of want to F around with that hair just a little more before I give up for the day. F around and find out. So I'd like a big curl that way, then come all the way down like that. Like that's I want the curves like her body's doing. Curve. Obviously, I'll go over it more, get more singular strands, but I want to get the general shape what I'm going for. Like that. We gotta have a few coming back here. Yeah. I like to dry and go over that later with some lighter colors. You'll start to see more individual strands. So here we get some roots, direction. Get some darker at the back here. We bring that down to the side. Some sexy little hair on a sexy little lady. Lighting is not great right now. Oh, I can hear the rain outside. That's gonna be nice at bedtime. Love sleeping. Fresh sheets, window open, fresh air coming in. We go to the sound of birdies. Spring is a pretty dope ass time of year. So that hair is also draping on this shoulder. It's also draping there. It's kind of hanging to the back, but some of it is coming down her arm there, just as it's coming down here. And we'll do many more layers of that, the same motions over and over again. I mean, I would say in German, sie hat etwas, ne? Sie hat was. Sie hat was. In English, she's got something. I like her. There's something about her I like. We'll get there. If I don't choke on my coffee first. I think I'm going to make that hair a bit longer. I think it's going to come down here. But I'll leave the tips to the end because essentially they're going to be sitting on some fluffy clouds. So maybe their ends will curl different than I would lay them right now. I'll be doing many more of those big brush strokes to get the clouds coming more and more out, going darker as we go back. Just over and over and over, many more layers. I gotta name her. She needs a name. Although I feel like maybe I don't have the right to name her. Maybe the person I'm painting her for should name her. Should give her a name. So I like her, I really do. I don't say that often. You need to know that about me. I am never pleased with my art. I'm always like, oh, I gotta fix, I gotta change it. She's got something. I'm into her, and I'm looking forward to making her more pretty. Okay, put an eyebrow there. All right. Häufig auch Erforscher entwickeln sich mit oder ohne uns versucht es so Kopf bleibt fit dabei. All right, folks. I think I'm good for today. I see I gotta position myself here. I appreciate you all being here, joining me for this little painting session. I have to have this painting done within a month's time, right? So I'll be back. Monday I got an appointment. Tuesday I got an appointment. There's a chance Monday in the afternoon or Tuesday in the afternoon. I got the rest of the week open. Oh, and then we've got Zombie Jesus Day coming up next weekend. So I've got plenty of time, maybe even over the holidays, over the Easter holidays. Maybe I'll open up a little live stream as I make my progress, and you all can join me. You can choose to criticize or support, whatever. I don't really care. I'm just happy if you're here. I appreciate everybody that came here. Patty, Thomas, for your conversation in the chat. Really, really appreciate that. Appreciate all the support. And yeah, I'm doing this for a project. I'm doing this for something I'm really excited about. Something big is coming, and very soon everybody will know about it. As I think I wrote in the details of this video down below, I have given the details to my members only, if anybody's curious and can't wait. But I think very soon I will be putting up a video publicly on my YouTube channel and telling y'all about something big. At least it's big for me, and I will appreciate any support y'all can give me. And I'll be inviting you guys. I'll be inviting you all to something. And maybe at that something we can look at some sexy ladies and drink some beer. Does that not sound like an awesome evening? But generally I go to bed by like 8 or 9 at night, so don't expect me to be there late. We're looking at day drinking. Anyway, I appreciate you all for being here. I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you for your support. Until we meet again, make sure you're over there taking care of yourself. Yeah.